I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. So I look one more time at the DL6 incident file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. It's on page 1. No clues found on scene. Ding! The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, and the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. Not if it's, like, in someone. Was only... This is the truth. That is the truth of the matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. What? A raccoon? Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright, sorry. 1 sec. Yeah, has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Vom Karma says, second bullet was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. If the second bullet wasn't there, all my conjectures are for nothing. No! Said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. But it so totally is. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? It seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing your verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father and thought, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? It's just like, there are so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone blank and can't find the words. I have an objection! I object! That's right, on what grounds do you object, Oof. I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. Grah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing! Second bullet must exist. Mia! Thank you, Mia. Someone took it. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It, exists. What? Oh, we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? Murderer! The murderer? Then tell us, who is this murderer? I am still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he do that? Huh? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need? He didn't need it. Oh my god, we still have the metal detector, let's metal detect, like, Vom Karma. I totally think it's Vom Karma. It's totally Vom Karma. Totally Vom Karma, let's metal detect him. You don't want to admit it, but that's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just checking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Enough with the second bullet still inside. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yeah, we got this in the bag, we got this in the bag. We totally got this. Na, we got this. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Let's do this. Come on. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet, goes through the elevator door, and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. That's right, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! Why do you only use your left arm, Vom Karma? Let's figure that out. We're figuring that out for you. He's right, I can't think of anyone. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Vom Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. An unusual event, blah, 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 and the last vacation he's ever taken in many years. The prosecuting, I want this text to go faster! I'm hitting all the buttons! Go! Faster! Yes! Say it now! Say it now! Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Who's your suspect? My hands are shaking. Vom Karma. Vom Karma? Vom Karma is just like... What? You mean the Vom Karma? The prosecutor sitting right there? Ah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because he took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Irk. Still inside of him, still inside of him, still inside of him. He's perfect, he wouldn't leave clues, he probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. It's still inside of him, it's still inside of him. It's still inside of him, it's still inside of him. Nah, 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 nah. Bond did. Bond pulled a bullet out of himself. Skyfall. That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that I was shot? Why, yes, I can. Let's metal detect him! Take that! Vom Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Vom Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... Let's metal detect him! The bullet still is inside Vom Karma. For all these years, well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Vom Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Well, he's gripping his shoulder. I refuse. You refuse? Refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Vom Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Reacted, something's inside his shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Vom Karma? It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet inside my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. I shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Let's operate! Let's play Operation! Can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Of course he can. You don't have any... That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Vom Karma. Well, what? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. Would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth. Link that bullet inside your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Take that! A bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprint of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Let's play, what did I say it was? Like surgery, whatever. We have 2 bullets in our possession. The one removed from Gregory Edgeworth's shoulder. The other, Mr. Vom Karma, the bullet is buried in your shoulder. Heart, I meant, not shoulder, for Edgeworth. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Vom Karma? You'll let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma,